So yeah, as usual, please add your name to the attendee list. And yeah, today we will talk about Kuma docs, how they changed. And yeah, before that, I wanted to mention that Kuma will be represented on the KubeCon EU this year. We have two talks accepted. I linked them here. It's Krzysztof and Mike. So yeah, if you're at KubeCon, come to say hi. And yeah, I think we can chat about Kuma docs.
Well, there's a couple extra stuff at KubeCon, right?
Oh yeah, you can add stuff, yeah.
There's a con meetup on the Monday before KubeCon in Paris. If you want to come and join, I'm actually talking at this one, talking about target ref policies. We will also have a Kuma booth at KubeCon. So come and swing by, say hi, talk to us. We'll have stickers and maybe t-shirts. I don't know, at least stickers. And we'll also have a project update talk at KubeCon. So there'll be a third one. Yeah, and looking at the schedule as well, I think there's at least like one other talk that is going to talk at least quickly about Kuma. It's an American airline talk at Platform Con. Like, is it Platform Engineering Con? I think is the name, which is a like co-hosted event. Cool, yeah, and I think that's all for KubeCon, right?
Yeah, I found the link for meetup event in Paris. Oh,
yeah,
this has my
yeah, come and
notification.
join. I'll be there. I think some other Kuma folks will be there. Yeah. Cool. And so if we talk about docs now,
Yeah, do you want to share?
let me just open a new window, and now I can share my screen. Yeah. You there? Okay, yeah. So we released Kuma 2.6 recently, and one of the very big thing, well, there's two big things on Kuma 2.6 is that target ref policies are default, right? And the other thing is we remove standalone mode, right? And standalone mode was removed in a way that it's simpler than it was before, is that now you start with a zone and you can migrate from a zone to multi-zone. So we've adapted the docs a little bit to do that. Is first, if you go in the policies thing, you now only see the mesh policies, right? So the new ones, the target ref based ones. If you're still using the old policies because you've been using Kuma for a while, they're still available there. But the idea is we wanted it for newcomers to not be confused by the old and the old stuff, etc. So like only show the new stuff and get there. We've also revamped a lot our quick start. We had feedback that from the docs it was a little tricky to pick the things, and that was one of the motivation as well for getting rid of standalone is newcomers don't really have to make choice to get started. So now you start with a single zone and eventually you decide that you want to go multi-zone, right? So we've made a very opinionated quick start guide that picks Kubernetes, and you're going to use Kubernetes and you're going to install the control plane that way. You're going to use Helm, and that's the only thing you're going to use. The whole idea is to get you from nothing to running a demo on top of Kuma in a few minutes. So this is what this guide is. So this quick start guide. You can see it installs the demo app. You can see it never uses Kuma at all. So it's one less thing that you have to do that you used to do. And it's very to the point, very simple. The only thing you do is you do MTLS and you add mesh traffic permission that is smaller. And then at the end, there is these call to actions, and some of these call to actions link to a new section that we're starting to populate, which are more guides. So in the past, we had these documentations that are very factuals around the things that you can do or how things work, but it was kind of tricky to get to like, hey, like just show me how to do this, and then I'll build up knowledge on top of that. So this is what we're trying to aim to get to with guides. So at the moment, there's 3 guides. The first one is how do you go from a single zone to multiple zones? So how do you add a global control plane on top of your zone? Same thing. It's based on top of the quick start. So once you go on the quick start, you can do this and get started and do more things. So here you just create a second Kubernetes cluster, and then you add the sync endpoint and copy the resources around, and then you verify that federation actually works, right? Another guide is adding a built-in gateway. So here you can add a built-in gateway. So you create a mesh gateway instance and you create a mesh gateway, and then it works, and you define your mesh HTTP route, and it does work, and then you can add mesh traffic permissions so that you actually access it, and then you secure this gateway with the certificate, and that's how you get to. And then at the end, there's always like, now that you got the gist of how to get quickly started on something, how about you go and read the more detailed docs about that. And then the third guide is the delegated gateway. And same thing is like, here you go on the quick start, right? And then the first thing you do is instead of having Kuma to tell you how to install a gateway, etc., I would just say, like, let's do the right thing. Just go on the Kong website to install a Kong gateway. And that way it just works. It's always up to date. It's always working well, right? And then you're gonna add sidecar injections. You're gonna restart the pod to have the sidecars. You're gonna add a route. And it's really get into this point of like copy pasting so that you can like slowly learn and see what happens. And then at the end, still like call to actions for either go to other guides or just learn things more in details. That's the gist of what these docs are about. We're definitely taking feedback on these docs. It's very hard to make docs that are clear and satisfy both the newcomer and the power user. We hope this is a step in this direction, but please like let us know. And for those who don't know, these docs are all available. Like the source is on Kuma website, and it's all there. We take PRs very happily, and cool. I think that's it for that.
Yeah, cool. Thank you for walking through the docs. Yeah, I don't think we have anything else for this call, right?
Nope, I think we're all good, except if someone has a last minute subject. Nope, no last minute subject. Let's go.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Right.
Bye.